ASL Premier League Season 2, Group Stage, Round of 16.
First, I got to introduce my clanmate here. So, in the bottom right-hand corner, representing Triple T, trying to go to the round of 8, it is our yellow Zerg.
Maellic.
And his opponent across the map and in purple, although I really feel like yellow would have been better for him. Looking teamless, it's our Terran player.
Canary.
All right, before we dive into the nitty-gritty, which is going to happen really quickly, here's my bet. The first person to write Ascended is awesome takes this $30 caster dollar bet. I am betting that the series here will go 2-1 regardless of which direction. So if you want to take the bet that it goes 2-0 one way or the other, 30 caster dollars, first person to say Ascended is awesome in chat accepts that bet. VT Archer already knows it. Poof, got it, done. All right, moving on.
They're betting that it's going to go a straight 2-0.
Yes.
That's their bet. Well, I'm pretty sure that Canary wants to help that on its way because he's putting down 2 barracks very, very near his opponent's base. And Maellic, Maellic isn't a good place to hold this. Really. They've gone for a
is
pool
or
fight.
isn't?
It's got pool hatch gas, so it's not too bad for our Zerg player. Just from the off, he has a build order that should naturally work against this, but he hasn't scouted it yet, and there is a bunker on the high ground.
It's going to be spotted by that Overlord right now. Okay, so if he snipes the SCV, go after the SCV. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Canary's sending up a couple more Marines here from this Proxy 2 racks.
That's a greedy bunker to go for the high ground. We got to see the cancel. Got to see the cancel.
Yeah. Okay, he got it.
So close.
Got
At this point, though. Yeah, there's 4 Lings in production, but 4 Lings kind of needs to be here right now, and we're seeing a big drone pool with a Queen coming down to stop these barracks coming up.
Oh my goodness.
I think he's going to get them. I honestly think that this is fast enough. This is a good enough reaction from Maellic that this should be prevented.
There
the
goes
drones
the
are chasing Marines. Wait,
trying to focus on the SCVs, and he got one. There's one left, and that one did finish.
It's completed! The bunker's completed!
Marines are coming! The Marines are coming! Oh my god, the Marines are coming!
Marines are coming!
Oh my god!
Really nice control coming out of Canary. Really nice stuff. And actually, with the Marine kiting, yeah, the second bunker's complete.
The second bunker! Oh,
he's got it! He's actually pulled it off!
This fire call is going to finish, though.
It is.
And there's no SCV left.
I mean, at the end of the day, the response forced is pretty good. Losing a couple of bunkers to actual attrition rather than salvage makes this a pretty significant loss. But again, if we look at the units lost, right now the workers favors Canary, and
Okay. 5 Marines and a Queen, 5 drones versus 3 SCVs, 3 Marines. Yeah, that's definitely in Canary's favor.
It's in Canary's favor until the moment speed hits.
Yes.
And speed's on its way because this was a gas opening at a Maellic. This is what I meant by that.
Spycrawler is going to be really helpful if he cannot get a run by.
Yeah. As soon as speed finishes, Canary really has to be home, not just go home. He has to be home because the Lings will clean up everything, and that is what we're going to see in just a moment.
Man, that Queen is doing a great job from the high ground, just softening up those Marines.
It's like a siege tank.
Yeah. Short distance.
That's a really terrifying feel. I'm not going to say that again. I've made myself sad now. The speedlings have hit, so these lings actually, I think there's now enough Marines to deal with this. If should the speedlings attempt to engage, Baneling Nest is following this up, however, and Maellic is keeping mining gas, so he's probably going to attempt to bust this. To be honest, I think what we're likely to see is a big frontal Baneling assault, and it could work extremely well the second Canary moves the command center down.
Well, these Marines, if they move in right now, they're going to get nailed by the spine crawlers, and then the surround will kill them. If they stay out there.
Not quite getting that. Oh, flying barracks for high ground vision. That's awesome.
Ooh. Queen run. Queen run.
Oh, that's so cool.
Nice. Well, I got a creep
super weird. It's such an unusual
game.
Such an unusual game, but I really like it.
Oh, he's going for it. Oh, no. And he decided
do that.
I think he has enough, but he's going to get some banelings.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does have enough, but as it stands, Maellic is just making sure he's really safe. He doesn't want to screw this up and then have to keep working towards it. I'm interested to see, yeah, drones. Okay, so by
He's going to
making
drop a Rex in the base.
Oh, I love these yellow banelings. In the game, however, like, this looks so cool, so pretty. But this is a great surround. Canary making the best of it. Yeah,
Cleaned up.
good defense. Now he's pushing across the map.
He's going to have to make more banelings to get that supply depot. That's the only way he's getting in.
There is a barracks in the main of Maellic.
I know.
I mean, Canary is in serious trouble, but he's committed to being in serious trouble by, putting that barracks in the main and getting ready to rumble as much as possible. As it stands, this is going to be an incredibly difficult hold to pull off. The bunker and the extra... No. If he built an extra depot behind this first depot and behind the bunker, that would actually be a really effective wall off. That's like a double depot wall. And you see it at top level sometimes. If Canary does that, I'll be so impressed because not enough people go for that kind of unusually shaped wall. But it doesn't look like that's what we're seeing.
No. No, it doesn't. But I still don't... Okay, a couple more banelings and I'll feel better about life. I think 8 would be the magic number with that bunker behind. Let's see. We have units tab. 6 plus 2. We're going to have 8. Yay! Oh, there's a Widow Mine. Widow Mine!
Ah, so good. If the Widow Mine goes off right, this can be game-ending damage. But the question is it going to... This is the moment. It's targeting. Oh,
he went
quite
after
nice, actually.
the Rex.
Yeah, they were all wasted. And that last one just went off.
That
was either killed by the Marines or accidentally detonated.
Oh, that was a huge mistake.
That was a huge mistake. And the more Widows we see out of Canary, the harder this is going to be for Maellic to bust. Is it possible that our Zerg player was throwing away the huge lead he gained?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just nod. Yep, I think that is what's happening right now.
I'm looking in disbelief. I'm looking. Okay, you got to stop producing Zerglings now. This isn't going to happen. 3 factories going down. Mass Hellions are going to be produced.
He just needs to make 16 banelings and go through the command center.
Oh,
I'm not sure if that works. How many banelings is it to go through a CC?
24. To go through a CC?
24 for an orbital. 24 for an orbital. Thanks, analysis desk. My friend told me the answer. I'm cheating tonight. So yeah, it's 24. Yeah. And what we've got is...
Okay, so the Overlord got to scout the 3 factories. That's good. Now, he should know that he needs to bail out these links. Yes, he's containing his opponent to 1 base right now, but...
Well, it's 1 and a bit bases. He's a Terran, so he can access more of the base than everyone else can normally do with those mules. So ooh, and it goes down as well. Gets the burrow off. Oh, I thought that was...
I think he misclicked. Oh, he could run in, but it wouldn't matter because there's Hellions all over the place. Yeah,
there are a lot of Hellions, and Blue Flame is on its way as well, something that's worth noting. With this Blue Flame Hellion, and I'd love to see an Armory follow this up, not just for the mech upgrades, because Canary is going for a mech style, but Hellbats are good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here he goes. He's going to transfer a ton of workers to that natural. And we still have that rack sitting in the bases pumping out Marines.
Yeah, I love that. At some point, these are going to do something, and it's going to be really funny, or completely in it, which is still funny. It's still funny if it doesn't work. I kind of want it to not work.
I kind of want it to not work. Well, we're going to find out.
It'll be hilarious.
Yeah. All right, we got roaches coming out as well. Okay.
Roaches are a decent answer to Hellbat, but not Hellbat supported by
Do we have lair tech? Yeah, we got lair tech.
Yeah, we got lair tech.
Overseers, yes.
There's no armory, is there?
I don't believe so.
No armory means no Hellbats. But Marines, they're moving in. They've waited all game to do this, and at this point, Maellic's got to be going. What? Queen goes down, drones go down. He's not going to be able to snipe the lair, but he might be able to snipe something else for funsies. And that looks like, Overlord goes down, a couple of workers go down, Queen goes down. Probably not the most worthwhile investment in the world, but really funny. And
really funny.
Served as a great distraction as these Hellions run into the 3rd base, not getting perhaps quite as many drones as they might have liked, but still getting out mostly intact. Only a single Hellion lost in that assault.
Yep.
this been seen yet? Does he know that he still doesn't know this barracks is there?
No, he doesn't. Oh my God.
Uh,
He isn't producing though. He isn't
God.
producing out of it. But I'd like to see. Yeah, I don't know what else he could do with that. Maybe mass marauders, and then just go in and try and nail the lair.
God, it's moments like this, it's games like this that make me remember why I love this game, and it's because no one builds barracks in their opponent's base at the 15-minute mark enough.
And it works.
It did something. He got a queen. He got a couple of drones.
We got 9 workers killed by Canary, 3 by Maellic. Okay, so we have
Hellion Force.
Yeah, that's exactly
very scary, actually.
Well, let's see. Good counter would be, I mean, oh, he found the barracks.
No. Sadly, doesn't have any flying units, so actually can't kill the thing. This is the most.
No.
This is the most long-lived 2-racks 11-11 that I've ever seen. In that there's still a barracks in the opponent's base at 16 minutes.
Yeah. Now here's a concern of mine. I'm looking at the unit composition. We have Banshees coming on the field, and like you pointed out, we have no anti-air.
It's not really something that Maellic has an answer to. But I'm not even sure that should be his most pressing concern, because look how many Hellions. The Roaches obligingly lining up to get blue flamed away and just roasted all the way back to the Zerg base. A desperation swell of Roaches is being produced now by Maellic, and there are good forces here, don't get me wrong, but I don't think you can fight that number of Hellions. They're just so good.
That's a lot of Hellions.
Do you remember when Daishi went Blue Flame Hellion against a 3 Colossus Stalker army in WCS and won? And that's because Hellions are pretty good once they get to a certain number, like any splash unit.
Look at how that's right now.
Mm-hmm. No broodlings, no, not this day.
No larva, no nothing. He's just got him backed up.
Maellic had this game. He could have won this so easily, and I think he overcommitted to the aggression and didn't drone up hard enough. Now, Canary's just pushing into the natural. He's got so many Hellbats.
This is GG.
It has to be. This is game-ending damage being dealt right here. One of the Banshees goes down to the Sprawl Crawler, which is very much a consolation victory, but the Hellbats are just going, I'm sorry, you can't stop me.
Yeah. This is going to be it for Maellic. He's going to... Yep, there we go. Win if he wants to stay alive, and if I don't want to lose 30 caster dollars all at the same time. So, I didn't say his name there. Nobody heard that. In the bottom left-hand corner, who cares? Bottom left-hand corner from Clan Triple T. That's my clan. It is the Yellow Zerg.
Maellic.
And his opponent across the map directly in the prime macro position and up 1-0 in this best of 3 series. In purple, it's our Terran player.
Canary.
Is this really happening?
Yeah, it is, and it's not in the right place.
I know. We have a 2-Rex proxy completely in a place that is not going to do anything.
See, in the previous game, Canary realized that the strategy of making me laugh was the best strategy for him. So instead, he's gone for a classic comedy build, where you open up in a completely incorrect opening for the map you're on.
Oh my God.
Now, this could work, but you really want to be doing it in a different position to this, of all of them. There is that spot where people always put proxy oracles. If you know where that is, observer, just focus on it, that little kind of outcrop where you have the option to go to either of the 2 bases, and you can scout with your worker afterwards to see. And that's the best place to build proxies on this map if you haven't scouted. But really, this is not a good map for proxy 2-racks. This is not the one. And I think that this is going to backfire pretty spectacularly when Canary realizes that he has proxied the wrong place. It is a little bit closer, to be super fair.
Yes, to be fair, sure.
Oh, no, please tell me he didn't see the Overlord. He didn't know. He must know. He must know that they aren't that way. Yeah. So he knows. He's actually scouted, I think, all of them.
Okay.
He scouted. He knows which bases it's not, so I'd like to see the bunker go down on the low ground, but he's going for the high ground. I don't understand the logic of the high ground bunker. The high ground bunker does not really make as much sense as the low ground bunker does. So where are you going?
Well,
Come
we got
back!
three SCVs and 3 Marines coming in right now. The 2 Queens are getting close to finish, and we got Zerglings on top of that. That's it for the. I mean, as soon as the Queens get out, they're going to negate this anyway.
Someone in the chat was saying, "I bet we'll see cheese today," and I'm so glad that I didn't take that bet.
Oh my goodness, he walled off with bunkers.
Are those in range? Do we know? Are the bunkers going to be in range of the?
He needs to use that Queen. Maellic has to focus down these SCVs. Maellic.
He's going to get one on the high ground, certainly, but he can't get all of them.
What?
This can't be stopped.
Goodness.
Canary, with the most AirSats 2 racks in the world, might actually make it work.
He's not focusing down the SCVs. Now he is.
Now he is.
Yeah. He got one.
He's gonna. Yep. Yeah, he can hit the hatchery. He's got this.
He can hit the hatchery, but he can't hit the Queens.
This is.
He needs to focus those SCVs down. Oh, come on, Maellic. Maellic. There you go.
He got this at the last possible moment as well, getting down these bunkers at the exact moment when one more hex of creep would have meant that he wasn't able to hit the hatchery. But as it is, we've got so many Marines firing away at this. The Spinecrawler finally gets the uproot, but it is way too late. And at this point, Canary probably should have salvaged this one here.
And he's salvaging out.
Salvaging now, goes home, knows that he is fine. Back in the base of Maellic, has he actually got speed? Yeah, he's got speed. He's getting a Baleen Nest, and I think he knows that he's either 1 or 2 base all in at this point.
He can take these Marines.
Yes, he will kill all of these. This is what I was expecting to see in the previous game.
Yeah, that's
this
what
is
I'm talking about.
This is why you don't get rid of the bunker wall, by the way. This is why you don't get rid of that bunker wall until you know that you're ready to build it in your own base. It's not happening. It's not happening. The Lings are in. That's GG.
That's it. Save.
Telling that other dude that will introduce after him.
Yep.
I got this. All
right. Bottom right hand corner. It's going to be the map's way station, by the way, folks, and we have the long way across the map, which is advantageous for Zerg. We have from Clan Triple T winning game number 2 and coming back and having a shot to advance to the winner's bracket. It is
Maellic.
And his opponent, for what could be his final time in the winners, in the winners bracket, in purple, in the top left spawn of Waystation, our Terran player,
Canary.
Now, did you bet that there would be or wouldn't be a 2-Rax proxy?
I bet that there wouldn't be.
So
I said I did win, and everyone wanted to take my bet, but no.
Everyone wanted to take it.
Everyone wanted to take my bet, but no, we're not seeing a single proxied Rax right now.
DNA, well, shit, I lost my bet already. All right, so here we go. We're on way station, guys. There's 2 ways on this map. There's a short way and a long way. This is the long way. The short way has the islands really close by and much easier for early aggression. The long way like this, much harder for a Terran for drops and much more advantageous for a Zerg to get map control. Let's see what happens. You never know, but that's my early information about this map.
Right, I will say that this map's kind of Zerg favored because of the greater speed of Zerg units in general, and in addition, the fact that the ramp is incredibly wide, so it's so easy to put on an early aggressive push when you're a Zerg player and just kill a Terran who can't wall. So, a good opening out of Canary would be to get slightly faster gas. It doesn't have to be crazy fast. He can take it in a bit and go towards factory tech with siege tanks to help defend against anything like that. I don't know if that's what we see, but we are seeing a command center. At this point, it's a gaseous opening, so this doesn't seem too non-standard to me. Now it's non-standard.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, props to him.
Is he making 2?
Yep. He saved up enough money to go for 2 command centers at once. And
against the third?
oh yeah, on this map where I just talked about how aggressive you can be as a Zerg player and just win, but I think he's actually
He's sniping Obies all over the place.
Yeah. He's kind of put the mind games on Maellic. Maellic is expecting aggression. There was a drone patrolling at the front. There's Zerglings scouting around. And Maellic is thinking, oh, I'll be a bit conservative. I won't go crazy with this, because he doesn't know that his opponent is really capable of pulling out this, what is effectively macro cheese. Oh my god, he's building a fourth one.
Are you shitting me?
No!
What the hell is going on? Okay, I figured it out. I figured out what's going on. He's going to take 2 of them and float them to the 2 islands. And then natural. That's what he's going to do. He's going to go take both islands at the same time. Ha! I figured it out. That's the only thing in the world that would make sense.
You need to make a bet. You need to make a bet. Because that is implausible enough that it just might be true.
Oh my god.
There's one's going to go to the natural, and the other 2 are going to go to the islands.
That's exactly.
If you don't make a bet right now, I will bet on that.
Go ahead.
I will. I'll bet $5 caster dollars on these two. I don't know. I think that they have to go to the islands. I think they have to.
They have to.
It's not funny if they don't.
Canary so far.
So far, Canary has been a player who has been reliably hilarious. For anything else you can say about the guy's style, which is mostly cheesy, but
and we got Banelings. So
yes,
we have a ton of macro, but is it going to be enough here? He's going to see this wall. He's going to think 2 bays, of course.
I mean, it's going to be a bit of a struggle anyway. There are 4 Banelings ready to go straight. Oh, but he's picked off a number of them. He needs to pull the SCVs off the line to hold this, because this one's go down.
Oh, he's going to get it.
Goes down, the game ends.
Oh, and he breached.
No, he could hold. I can't believe but he might be about to hold. The reinforcement wave has such a long way to go that he's actually going to rebuild at the front, and the SCVs are going to clean up the Zerglings.
Oh, he's going to spot the CC. No, he's not, because the wall's complete. Oh my god, but he could snipe a couple workers here. There goes one, 2.
Yeah, this is really annoying stuff. And at this point, Maellic has to be asking himself, where are the units? Why is the reinforcement rate so low? This is an unreacted barracks, so there's basically nothing here. And Banelings are morphing outside the main again. So this aggression is hitting at a great time for Maellic when his opponent is weak, having opened 4 command centers.
Well, and here, he opened 4 command centers. He's going double thick wall, triple engineering bay.
I love it. This is.
It makes no sense.
Canary, you're the maddest person I've ever seen, but there's so much approval. However, the Banelings
Let the Banelings in. Let the Banelings in.
There's a Hellion, but is 1 Hellion enough to deal with this? I have to say, I don't think it is. The Speedlings are sprinting in. The Hellions are going to do what they can to hold this, but there's so many Banelings.
Need to bust that top. If they get that top supply depot.
The most important thing is he can't know about the command centers. He can't
he's just
know.
Gonna take out. Oh, he's salvaging those bunkers. He's going to have to sack this base. He's going to lose all 3 of these engineering bays. This is a diamond versus diamond level matchup. I just want to reference that point.
Yep. Yep. Everything is going down at the front for Canary. I think that, I gotta be honest, I think it was that 4th command center that really put the nail in his coffin. Yeah. If that had been 2 barracks, this could have been holdable, and that is very funny. But
is he going for middle mine yet? No. Oh my god. Well, he's not going to have any problem with saturation at his main.
No. With 4 command centers pumping away. He's actually not very saturated, all things considered, because I think he's not been dropping enough.
Oh my god, he's walling in with command centers.
Well, good luck, Banelings.
Have you ever seen this before?
I have, but not in Diamond League. It's not going to get down in time! It's not going to get down in time!
He got in! At the last freaking second!
That's killing!
Oh my god!
Yes, he's got the surround! Can the Hellions hold this off? I think they might be able to, actually. No, they've got the surround on the Hellions. The Zerglings are in the main. They're going to be doing great damage, down to 24 SCVs. But the pumping of these Zerglings again and again from Maellic means he's not that far ahead. And I think that's the funniest thing to me. Canary is arguably not that far behind.
Are you kidding me?
It's got 4 command centers.
Yeah, we got a Spire on the way.
That's true.
That could seriously help out.
Really good.
Because he's going pure Hellion at this point.
Yeah, we need to see like we need to see the come down and Thors to follow this up. There is a tech lab coming down on this barrack, so if we do see the Thors, it's not like it'd be that much of a waste for him to drop a scan. I think he should scan. I think that would be a good use of his energy on his four command.
Do you tell me if I'm wrong? I'm looking at the front base of Canary. If he takes out the barracks, could he not squeeze in between? Yes, he can.
Yeah,
between the factory and the command center.
It's a weakness. It
is. He's going to go for it. That's where he's going.
If he gets in, I mean, at this point, there's enough Hellions to clean this up pretty effectively. Canary has actually reached kind of saturation point. Ooh, tanks coming out, but tanks aren't Thors, and with that Spire on its way, this is a tricky one.
Yeah. Obviously, he's got more lings coming out. Creep spread looking pretty good. He hasn't gone for 3 bases yet, and he didn't take gases 3 and 4.
You can't support Mutalisk production. That's going to be the saving grace for Canary in this game, because there's not even enough gas for 1 Mutalisk. With the amount of Banelings produced, with the lack of gases 3 and 4 on the natural, Maellic can't do anything with Mutalisks, and that's how he's going to stay in this. And with this big mech force, it's actually kind of scary.
Oh boy, the Banelings.
Oh, lovely positioning on that tank means that... Oh, but there's
no.
All the Banelings die! All the Zerglings die!
Oh my god. That just happened. That really did just happen.
Third base is going down. Third base is going down for Maellic, finally, but still no third and fourth gases. Just taking them now. Desperately trying to wall off, but with this many Hellions...
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Well, if he gets that queen back into position.
This is getting cancelled.
Third base is getting cancelled.
Hellbats. Dug.
Yeah.
Autobots roll out, and third base goes down.
Mutas are on their way. He's taking gases 3 and 4 finally.
All 2 of them are on their way. This is that's not. I mean, technically that can clean up this Hellion force.
Here's the hero Muta.
He's coming. Oh, he'll have a right good go of it. And these Hellions actually can't get in.
Oh, and he's gonna try and breach it. I don't think it's gonna be good. He's no.
With transfuses, no. All of the Hellion helpers go down.
Oh my goodness! He took them all out for nothing.
That's pretty nice. And now there are Mutas on the field, but a Thor is on its way, and the Muta count is super, super low, as we previously mentioned. So Canary isn't looking too bad, and I don't know if we've covered this at any point, but Canary has 4 orbitals, so Canary actually doesn't have to care at any point about mineral income for the entire rest of the game. I just saw 4 mules go down in the natural, and I'm just waiting for the moment when we see the extra base is taken, presumably on the islands. I think it has to be.
Oh, Widow Mines, back up.
Yep. Widow Mines, well, I don't hate the decision, certainly. It's pretty good. I don't know if tanks would be a little more conventional, but I guess when you already have that many... Oh no, he doesn't even have reactors on the factories.
And you're right, here comes the Thor too.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, he's going to use that to chase away those Mutalisks.
Mm-hmm.
So Canary, when is Canary going to take the 3rd and 4th bases?
That is a good question. I am surprised he hasn't already.
Yeah. I haven't mentioned this at any point so far, but I love the party hats.
Oh yeah, the party hats are great. That's for his 4-year birthday for Blizzard, for StarCraft, not Blizzard, StarCraft. So I've been calling that all day when I've been casting games on my channel. I've been like, oh, party hats. And if you actually zoom in on them, they got a little Zerg sign on the party hats for the Zerg units and a little Terran one for the Terran units.
That's adorable.
Yeah,
that's so cute.
It's so cute. Here come the Hellions again to cancel the 3rd.
They're going to do it as well. There's even some Widow Mines to deal with the Mutalisks, should that be particularly required.
No, he's just scattering Widow Mines to be a total...
I love how he has a Viking flock. He has like a group of Vikings to deal with Mutalisks, and Vikings don't really counter Mutalisks directly, but there's so few Mutas and 5 Vikings at this point that it's not going to be too bad.
No, I mean the splash damage from Mutas just absolutely wreck Vikings.
Yeah.
But right now the counts aren't high enough. Oh! Actually, he did get that Widow Mine.
Oh, did he?
Just before the Overseer was killed.
Widow didn't go off on that. Widow did not go off on the Muta flock. The Vikings are now fighting against the Mutas.
Those Vikings are dead.
Yeah, probably, but they're trading pretty nicely as they go. Picking off good few Mutas being killed off for all of that. Not exactly a 1-for-1 trade, and all the Vikings will die, but 4 mutants for 5 Vikings isn't too bad.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay, there we go.
We'd have to resume.
Canary's lagging. Canary's lagging. No.
Okay.
And we're gonna pause till the lag finishes. So
This is on.
we'll let this go for a second here.
Yeah.
And so okay, we're over 1,000 viewers again right now. We're at 1,012.
Nice.
Guys, remember what I said? We hit 1,000 followers somehow tonight because we are kicking ass and taking names. Do it, and we are going to throw money at you that you can use at the end of the season. And we just have we got to get rid of the money anyway. We can't keep it. So you guys might as well have it.
There's some pretty funny prizes in there, like a date with an ASL staff member, or getting Genesis to read chapters of books.
I know. I want to hear that in the proper Scottish way, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got an answer to that, but it's
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Just hit the follow button, guys. That's right.
Hit it as much as possible.
And
sometimes
we hope you guys. We hope we're entertaining for you guys too tonight. We hope you're enjoying me and Leth casting these phenomenally interesting 2-Rex, Proxy Cheese, Zergling All In, Quadruple Command Center games that we happen to be having.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We have a couple units sitting right here. I know. I try not to ping unless I want to point something out. There's a Thor, a Siege Tank, and an Unburrowed Widowmine just sitting there, playing solitaire. Chilling
they're
out.
hanging out. They're chilling. Oh, they're going home now. They finished. They were at their after school club.
Yeah, I was thinking they're just gonna die. That's what I was thinking.
I think they were pool. They're at the pool club.
Canary ended up taking one of his CCs and actually taking a normal third.
No.
Yeah.
No.
My hypothesis early game though made sense.
It did. I mean. Insofar as the whole thing made sense, in that it didn't, but I liked it other than that, and I'm sad that I lose that bet. So congratulations to everyone 5 casted odds of me. I haven't looked at the chat. Only got one screen at the moment. Sorry guys. This Mutaflock is heading towards the top of the base. He's going to attempt to put some hurt on.
He doesn't have
up there, but there's a widow mine. There's a widow as well. Oh no, he ducks out. No, Maellic. No. One muta down. There's this huge mech army as well moving across the map, and at this point there isn't, there's no hive from Maellic. So Maellic doesn't have blinding cloud. We know that he can't have vipers.
Come on, roaches. Take them. There you go. You can take those hellbats, and he's going to clean up the hellbats.
They're overextending a little bit, but this is still a big, scary mech army. I think if Maellic just rushes it, he could perhaps take out the tanks fast enough to win through. But it's still a pretty scary, splashy force, and with this Hellion support to back it up, this is the moment. No, he's putting back. Juking
and jiving.
He's trying to, but the tanks have such good coverage here with the Vikings to extend their range that it's just not looking like Maellic can get the fight he's looking for.
He doesn't need the Vikings. He's holding the Watchtower, so he's got that 14 range.
Yeah, true that.
Oh, he might get that one siege.
This is it.
He's moving right in. There goes the Thor.
Beautiful Mutalisk flank, actually, but the clumping is meaning the Thors are doing work there. I think that Maellic could come out of this engagement favourably, but even so, it is...
gonna win this.
The trading is even enough that Canary still comes out ahead with this just generally superior economy, it should be said.
And there you go. Mech army resolved. Nice job there by Maellic to hold. I mean, yes, he lost a lot, like you said. I'm looking at the resources lost. Maellic has lost 4,000 more resources than Canary up to this point. But he did hold. Which is ultimately the most important part.
The after-school pool club has been hanging out, and they picked up a few roaches as they ran towards the Watchtower, I guess. So this siege up, this kind of big mech line across the map is being established for Canary, getting himself into that dominance position that keeps the Zerg suppressed. But he really, oh no, he's actually taking it. He's getting his 4th base out now, and that's really good because we need to see that gas income for our Terran player to support mech. Mech, as it is often said, is just a 3 or 4 base all in. So that's what Canary's really going for. And oh, the Roach Burrow, they're coming. And they come up with an attack.
Burrow, re-burrow.
They're all gone.
burn a scan.
They're all gone. And I really like that Canary already had the missile turret on its way.
If you look at the army composition here, sitting in that central location, it is weak to air. Okay, yeah, there's 4 Vikings and a turret. And yes, the Widow Mine can fire once.
You know what would be amazing?
15,
not just the Thors, to see some Ravens mixed into this.
Oh, yeah. That'll be coming if time goes on long enough, I would assume. We got more Thors in production here, and he's working on +3 mech weapons.
I don't think Canary knows the island bases are there.
I'm starting to wonder, too. He's taking all the land bases.
By this point, he's taking them here because of the Mutalisk threat. He knows that if the Mutas find an island base, then he's going to basically be unable to defend it with a largely ground-based mech army. So it does make sense at this point. In the early game, he should totally just float one out and be like, whatever.
Yeah, that totally does make sense. What are we at here? We're at 2-1 upgrades versus what's going to be 3-1 here very soon. Swarm hosts are coming out and corruptors. So that's where we're going with this game. That's where we're...
Uh-oh.
You get swarm hosts.
Yep. Sad but true. So those are going to be on the way. There are how many out already? 5 on the map and 2 more on the way. So almost Corruptor is...
Enduring Locusts are out too.
He could well be going for Broodlords as well. I think Corruptor Broodlord Swarm Host is one of those kind of, oh, did you want to have units that were free? That's a shame. I have those and you don't situations. So you just end up with Hive starting now. Could be for Ultras, but I think more likely going to be for the Greater Spire.
Mm-hmm. Both players on 4 bases, and we got that Hive tech starting. It's it's on its way. So this is going to be one of them games. It turned
really
out
nice.
It started very weird. It started very weird.
It did. Really nice creep spread suppression coming out of Canary, just hunting down those tumors, because obviously the Locusts benefit quite significantly from creep, so killing off active tumors especially is a big deal even in the late game. Got to be careful not to let the Locusts get it. They're nearly as fast as Hellions.
In your opinion, is losing a few Hellions worth killing a couple tumors?
In a mech composition, depends how many you lose. If we're talking like 1 or 2 every time, no. But losing a couple for a good like active tumor suppression kind of thing, that's okay. That's not too bad. He's still got a few more. If he tries to push this one as far as it can go, and Maellic, no, he's not going to do that. He selected it. He decided not to, which I think is probably wise. He's trying to get, I think, a flank off, and it'd be really good to see a creep tumor flank, which would allow the swarm hosts to go for a big flank as well. But it's kind of a bit variable. It's going to come down to engagement micro at this point, and I think unsieged tanks are a good way to lose them. But even so, the Hellbat Splash is enough. The damage output of this army is pretty strong.
Oh boy. Well, the Vikings and the Corruptors are going to have some fun.
I love the Vikings.
And we have Roach Locusts taking out the Hellbats in seconds.
It really did. The tanks now, however, firing in their non-splash mode and actually doing a pretty decent job of dealing with the Locusts. I think I would have liked to have seen them in splash mode. I feel like it's just a more effective composition at this point. I think he's going to lose
this army. I think he's going to lose this mech army.
That is unwise.
No, he's going after this 4th base, but he's going to lose so much. There goes the Thor and a siege tank. And another.
You can't be losing stuff like this. This has gone from what looked like a good position for Canary to sit in to actually a successful attack into... No. I thought this was going to be a successful opportunity for Maellic to attack, but as it turns out, the tank's all surviving on such low health. They're going to be worn down, but the 4th base was taken out, and that puts our Zerg player down to 2-base mining.
Was it worth it, though? I mean, yes, he killed the 4th base, which is good, but as soon as this next spawn here, this Thor is gone in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's worth it if he gets these tanks out. I don't know if he's going to... No, 1 down. 1 down. He needs to get these out of here. I think Canary has mentally consigned these to dead. Instead, just attacking into the base.
Oh, and
the party are just sticking out the ground! Look at them!
Oh, 3 out of 4, not bad. Even if he doesn't get the last one, I give him kudos. As soon as he gets back out, he's chasing that damn tank.
It gets away! Hero tank has escaped to tank another day.
With 25 kills.
Hero tank. What rank does that make it? Like a... I don't know.
He could totally, if he knew that... does he know that 4th base is their Maellic? No. If he did, he would change the angle of this attack.
He'd be running towards that instead. As it is, there's not that many tanks here to support for Canary. He needs a higher tank count to really deal with the swarm host composition, but every single time he manages to squeak away by the skin of his teeth and just keep himself in the engagements. And killing off the Corruptors as well is restricting the Broodlord count, and that's actually fairly important for dealing with this, because the Viking count's been low all the way through the game.
All the Hellbats are going down. There goes another siege tank, and another. Oh man, he is just ripping this. The Roaches are giving great support. And the Queens are taking out the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings landed for some reason and decided to try and fight Queens, but then Locust spawned and just killed all of them. Just losing that tank at the very last moment. Just in time for the next wave of Locusts to spawn. More and more tanks are coming. He's not... The thing is, he's taking damage. That's the thing. If you take any damage to a Locust wave, you're behind.
Yeah, because it's free.
It's free damage. Yeah, and if he just keeps doing that tiny bit of damage again and again and again, every single time he does that tiny bit, he's ahead. Not everyone gets free stuff.
Yeah, this is a good amount of swarm hosts. Oh, other than that poor lone swarm host that just walked to his death. We have broken our record, 1,076 viewers, FYI. And here we go. He's just going to continue to march these locusts in. For the record, I want to point out Canary is mined out at his main, mined out at his natural.
He is.
So he is playing off 2 bases. And
it's okay, because his units don't cost any money right now. He's just going for it.
No, I'm saying Canary's mined out.
Oh, Canary's mined out. Yeah, he should be. He's got mules all game. He needs to lift and possibly go to the islands.
Yeah, exactly. Or at least move to that base to the right of his main.
Yeah. Just get himself a little bit more money. I don't think 4cc is going to be the new meta, but this has evolved into a macro game, so fair enough, Canary.
He's doing damage every time, though. He's softening up the siege tanks, the Thors. Here come the Banshees, but there's Queens.
Oh, I love the little Banshee push. I don't think it's going to be enough, especially without Cloak, but he got himself a Swarm Host, and he got out of there.
If he drops some static defenses over here, Maellic, that would help. A couple Spores, couple Spines, just to protect us. Yeah,
it would. Conventionally, one does see a Spore Spine wall, so that's... I mean, it has strengths and weaknesses. It's less good against Mech than it is against Protoss, but it has advantages, especially with the Spores, just for chasing away exactly this sort of kind of harassment Banshee. But this could herald the advent of Sky Terran. The Sky Terran is on its way.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the transition... We got Mutas on the way again now. Everything that pushed in here is dying from Canary. And, oh, the siege tanks on creep. I don't know about that. One's down to 4 HP. And here comes more Swarm Hosts just to reinforce.
He's excuse me. Yeah, he's actually got a Raven, which is great. It means that he's going to be able to see the borrowed Swarm Host. But a Raven.
But now we got Mutas.
Yeah, that could pose a problem. The Mutas have arrived, but there are Thors to back it up.
Unless they get owned, Ray.
He's fleeing. He's fleeing as hard as he can. The Raven is... He's trying his best. The Thor got off the creep, and now the tanks can back it up. Vipers would be really good in denying this as well, because if the Vipers move in at the same time as a Locust wave, the tanks have to unsiege, and all the while they're taking Locust flak.
Now, I want to point out, Maellic took a 5th base, and we're still sitting on 2 bases mining here, and Canary's almost mined out of his 3rd.
Yeah. We really need to see a little bit more income grabbing.
He is starting battlecruiser production.
Yay! Best
Just
game.
to continue.
You always know it's a good day when someone says battlecruiser production is starting. Vehicle plating 3 is starting as well. Did they combine air attack upgrades? Yeah, they did. So they now have all this. Yeah, they did. So it's all the same thing. All mech is the same upgrade. So these battlecruisers are going to come out with 3-3, and that is a scary position to be in. You know how much damage Mutalisks do to battlecruisers that have 3-3? It's basically no damage.
Yeah, and he did retreat. Oh no! Again, Maellic has 1 Swarm Host that's just bold. Okay, he saved him that time.
Yeah, they're a hero Swarm Host. Sometimes the rallies get mixed up. Okay. They try so hard. Maellic actually advancing a little bit boldly there.
He's trying to advance.
Good timing on that burrow. He's got his 25-second ticks off real nice. But, a Hunter Seeker, it doesn't make it. Doesn't make it.
Not quite.
No.
That is a lot of siege tanks. Man, if you could look at the Thors, one has 2 HP.
He's trying his best. 2 HP Thor. Oh, the poor guy. But all the time it isn't killed off. It's contributing its full DPS to the fight. This is why we focus fire.
There are so many soft units here. And Canary's actually behind the lines now.
Yeah. He's looking so strong at this point. There are some spines here. I thought he was going to get the 2 health Thor. Don't move forward, little Thor.
2 HP Thor. Oh, the siege tank's actually getting ripped up.
He's still alive.
Fire
Every single
Thor.
unit has so many kills in this army of Canary. There's nothing with below 20 kills except like one tank he's only got 17.
Siege tanks and Hellions at the 4th and 5th bases of Maellic. There goes the 2 HP Thor has been destroyed.
No.
But is it too late? GG.
It is too late. It is too late.